People don't like conflict. Ever notice that? Most conflict is not about the issue on the table. It's about the meaning behind it. And leaders who do not understand this spend months circling the same conversations with no progress. I was just in a coaching session later last week where when I proposed a meeting, she said, "Carl, I'm all for the meeting, but it can't be surface conversation. We've got to get down to the real issues. If you want to move your team, your culture, or your organization through conflict, you must learn how to mediate." In mediation, sometimes we're talking about family law, we're talking about divorce. No, it's getting people around the table to talk. It's not a legal process. It's a leadership skill. I'm Carl Piester. For more than 3 decades, I have coached executives, physicians, and senior leaders who navigate the hardest conversations in their organization. Conflict resolution is one of the most important skills you can develop. It builds trust, it lowers defensiveness, and brings people back to clarity and forward movement. Today, I want to walk you through 5 principles of mediation that every leader should know. Principle 1, establish safety before anything else. Conflict resolution is impossible without safety. And throughout this, I'm going to use conflict resolution and mediation as synonyms. So I'm not talking about separate subjects here. Conflict resolution is impossible without safety. Now, I'm not talking about the politically correct where you can't ever share a voice tone or anything without upsetting somebody. I'm talking about truly, if you're working with me, I've got to feel like what I tell you isn't going to be thrown back at me or told to everyone else so that I hear it through 45 different channels. Conflict resolution can't go on without safety. People do not, they will not share crucial information when they feel judged, threatened, or dismissed. Maybe I am saying this. I don't think you can expect your people to lie directly to you. If it's A, you can expect them to say it's A. But if you really think that you're going to get true information when you ask the room, I know we're a little tense here, but does anyone have anything they haven't shared? And people walk out of the room and you think, well, good, people shared. No, they didn't. They didn't share. They didn't feel safe. So they nodded, but inside they were shaking their head. Before you go after facts or solutions, you must create a space where both sides know that they are seen and heard. Ask simple questions. Acknowledge emotions. Now that's tough, but you've got to be comfortable with reading the room. And if John shows some emotion, if the face is turning red, John's not saying anything, so I guess it's okay. No. As the conflict resolver, as the leader, it's, John, I don't know if I'm reading this wrong or not, but you seem to be getting real tense here. What's going on for you? How can we help here? Acknowledge the emotion, slow the pace. Safety is not a soft skill. It is the foundation of productive conflict work. Let me say that again. Safety is not a soft skill. It is the foundation of productive work in conflict. So that's an important one to keep. Principle 2, separate the people from the problem. Huge point. This was first introduced by Roger Fisher in his classic best-selling book, along with William Ury, Getting to Yes. One of the biggest conflict derailers is identity. Leaders often confuse behavior with character. Just because I'm having a bad day doesn't mean I'm a bad person. So slow it down. When people feel labeled, they stop listening and they stop talking. Carl, what's going on? It seems like you're a little tense. No, I'm fine. Yep, they're fine. No, they're not. They just don't have the confidence in you that you'll honor their feelings. and their thoughts. And because this whole feeling bit, people just get sideways with that. Don't be one of those. Remember that until emotions are paid attention to, logic will not come into the room. Just won't. People are human. Humans are emotional. And when you have someone that says, oh, I'm not emotional, I'm just data driven, just know that their awareness is almost nil, because all of us have emotion. All of us do. Your job is to separate the emotion and the person from the issue. The moment you do that, defenses drop and clarity rises. You are not fixing the individual. You are working together on a shared problem. Principle 3, uncover the real interests behind the positions. Everyone shows up with a position. I want this. I need this. I won't do this until X happens. Great, and completely understood. But it's not the position. Few show up with their true interests. Positions are what people say they want. Let me go back. Position, this is important. It's a 2-part paragraph here. Positions are what people say they want. Interests are why they want it. Positions is, I want this. Interests is the why. And it's important for you as a leader to be able to get underneath the why. Because once people say that, see that you mean that, they move. Your role as a conflict resolver, the mediator in that room, is to surface those interests. Ask what matters most. Ask what they are trying to protect. Ask what they hope will be different. When interests become visible, solutions that once seemed impossible suddenly appear. 4th principle, slow the conversation down. Speed destroys good resolution of conflict. Let me say that again. Speed destroys the good resolution of conflict. It creates assumptions, pressures, and emotional shortcuts that derail progress. Well, I don't need to ask that question because it's obvious. I mean, he showed up like that the last 2 years. So it's pretty obvious that he's going to show up this time that way. Says who? Says who? You've instantly derailed the process. So it's, Carl, I know the last couple of times you've gone down this path. Can you tell us where you are today on that? And they might say, same place, haven't changed. Or, I've given that some thought. And I think I might be different on that today. I've seen that, I've experienced that. And I've sat back thinking, thank heavens I asked that question. Because if I'd gone down the well, he's always shown up that way the last 3 years, I would have tanked the process without ever knowing why. Leaders, you need to learn the discipline of slowing conversations down. Be comfortable with pausing. So when he asks a question, what feedback does anyone have right now? 1, 1,000, 2, 1, well, I guess no one did, so off I go. Lean back in your chair. Look around the room. Don't be the first one to talk. Don't be the nervous one. Remember, whoever is most nervous speaks most often. Let them talk. Reflect back what you've heard them say. Checking assumptions instead of reacting to them. I see you doing that, Carl. I'm wondering what's behind that. Just a simple question, not in an accusatory way. Just I've noticed. I'm wondering. Slowness is not weakness. Slowness is not weakness. Slowness brings accuracy. And accuracy turns conflict into forward motion. Principle 5. Guide people toward ownership, not agreement. What do I mean by that? Let's get into that. The goal of conflict resolution is not agreement. It is ownership. Agreement is external. I'm doing this to satisfy the other party. Ownership is internal. Ownership lasts. Go over that again. Agreement is external. Ownership is internal. When people take ownership, it's them. They follow through. They stay aligned. They make the new behavior sustainable because they understand it. Your role as a conflict resolver is to help people name what they can commit to and why it matters to them. If they own it, they will act on it. Some final thoughts here. Mediation can be a legal process, as many people think it is, but it is a leadership requirement, and these 5 principles will reshape the way you handle conflict. Create safety, separate people from problems, find what their interest is, slow the pace, guide people to ownership. As you practice these, you will change how your team communicates, how they trust, and how they perform. Can I repeat that? That's a promise. It's a guarantee. If you practice these, you will change how your team communicates, how they trust. And when communication and trust is in place, performance is a no-brainer. It will happen. If you found this helpful and you want to go deeper into conflict resolution and leadership clarity, visit us at coachinggroupinc.com to explore more resources and training. And remember, our theme throughout all these instructional videos, where it's a conversation, leadership is not what you know, it is what you choose to do next. We are honored to have been with you today. It is an honor to be part of your leadership pathway.